Gravity Gabs, S1E5. The Inconveniencing. Welcome back to Gravity Gabs, the show where teen hangouts escalate into ghost evacuations. Today we're covering Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 5, The Inconveniencing. We start with Dipper discovering the most terrifying creature in the forest, teenagers. Wendy's friend group swings by the shack, and Dipper's crush radar explodes. He wants in. Mabel wants in by association. Stan wants them out because youths don't buy overpriced souvenirs unless you guilt them. The twins hitch a ride with Wendy and the crew, trying to look chill while radiating pure try-hard energy. The destination, Dusk 2. Dusk 2 Dawn, an abandoned convenience store with rumors of hauntings and a sign that screams tetanus. The windows are dark, the shelves are dusty, and the vibe is expired. Slurpee plus ancient grudges. There's also a very subtle sign on the door that says, "No kids." Foreshadowing? Oh yes. Inside, the group does what teens do in a haunted market. Spin in aisle chairs, chuck snacks, and treat the place like a set piece for their own coolness. Dipper tries to match the vibe and immediately uses the word radical, like he learned slang from a museum. He invents an older alter ego named Dippy Fresh, not officially, but spiritually, and it goes about as well as a raccoon wearing sunglasses. Mabel, meanwhile, gets along with everybody because she is a human permission slip for fun. She's vibing with candy necklaces and high fives. She doesn't need to pretend older. She just is Mabel, fully, and people like that. Then the weird starts nibbling. The cooler lights flicker. The security TV shows angles no camera should have. A stack of cans topples like dominoes spelling, "Turn back, dinguses." The store whispers a rule. Kids aren't welcome. He proposes a challenge to cement his legend. Break into the back room. Because nothing says date material, like ignoring horror tropes loudly. They breach the door. Inside, there's a manager's office fossilized in the exact moment it was abandoned. Half-completed crossword, old clock, and a brittle corporate poster screaming about courtesy. An old cashier bell dings by itself. The no kids sign flashes like a threat. A spectral voice crackles from the intercom, "No, kids," and then the store attacks with retail-appropriate vengeance. Aisles move. Doors lock. Doors lock. The slushy machine becomes a geyser of cold, sticky doom. This is not your grandma's ghost. It is customer service rage given form. We learn the tragic lore. Back in the day, 2 elderly clerks strictly enforced their no children policy, and one chaotic night ended badly. Their spirits fused with the store's rules. They don't want kids here. Period. Wendy's crew? Technically teens. The ghosts focus on them. The tone flips from prank to peril, and the episode's theme locks in. Pretending to be older doesn't make you safer. It just makes you louder in the wrong direction. The group scatters. Dipper realizes he has to actually lead instead of cosplay cool. He spots the pattern. Everything the ghosts do riffs on old-timey store etiquette. When they enforce rules, the haunt chills. When someone disrespects the space, the haunt goes DEFCON slushy. He starts issuing old-school commands. No horseplay. Do not open packages. Be courteous. Every rule recited dims the storm a notch. Mabel, saint of chaotic kindness, figures out the emotional center. The ghosts aren't random, they're hurt. Their lives were a loop of please follow the rules, and chaos cheated them out of closure. So she does what Mabel does, overcommits to the bit. She becomes the store's best customer ever. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Love your hairnet. She even returns unpaid gum to the counter like she's reversing a curse 1 cent at a time. The ghosts materialize full-on, blue, glowy, and managerial. They start to banish the kids. Dipper steps up. He admits they are kids and apologizes for lying to look cool. He promises they'll respect the rules. Mabel piles on with a courtesy avalanche. We appreciate your service to the community and also your strong cardigan choices. The lights settle. Doors unlock. The group exits, sticky and humbled. Dipper's crush hopes are dented but not destroyed. Wendy likes honesty more than performance. She teases him lightly and doesn't make it weird. Mabel pockets a candy wrapper of victory. The store, now appeased, goes back to sleep. Let's talk themes. Authenticity versus performance. Dipper's fake cool act endangers everyone. His real leadership saves them. Wendy's crew doesn't need a peer review. It needs someone who can read the room and the ghost manual. Rules as empathy. The no kid sign isn't just a barrier, it's a grief marker. When the twins treat it with respect, the haunt subsides. When the twins treat it with respect, Gravity Falls keeps reminding us weirdness follows patterns. Growing up is not a speedrun. The episode gently roasts the impulse to sprint into teenhood. It says, you'll get there. Tonight, be smart, be you, and maybe don't taunt the spirits of retail. Character check-in. Dipper learns that being a leader beats being older. Wendy, still cool, but also fair. She notices who people are when the lights flicker. The teens serve as the mirror noise versus substance, and as comic relief when slushies attack. Favorite comedic beats. The security monitor cycling through cursed TikTok angles. Mabel trying to bribe a ghost with neon gummy worms. Dipper saying, "What up, fellow youths?" without saying it, and the universe punishing him with soda geysers. Aisle 5 becoming a literal maze because someone once put the salsa next to the cereal and the store never recovered. Set pieces that slap. The intercom voice going from static whisper to PA system meltdown. The final sequence where courtesy cures chaos like a cheat code. Please and thank you as exorcism. Lessons to pocket. Cool is a flavor. Honesty is a meal. You can't fake older, but you can practice better. Ghosts of retail remember everything. Be kind to cashiers. A tier. Dipper's pattern recognition and apology speedrun. B tier. Wendy's calm and chaos energy. Villain tier. Soda fountains when they unionize with ghosts. Lore whisper. Notice how every episode maps a social lesson onto a supernatural rule. This one codifies it. Patterns plus empathy. Survival in Gravity Falls. File with journals exist. Triangles are Seuss. And customer service haunts are real. Wrap up. The Inconveniencing is a haunted house romp with a heart. Grow honestly, lead when it counts, and don't poke the slushie. If you dug this recap, follow the show. Drop a 5-star review with the words "Courtesy Exorcism" and share this with someone who thinks teens are cryptids. See you next time for episode 6, where summer jobs and giant machinery get along poorly.